Okay.
Oh, you already started, so
Yeah.
you can fire me. I'll go back to red bench.
That's okay. No, you want to be a blue bag. Well, you've been through the whole routine, you know.
So,
Yeah. Ring the bell.
Welcome to the Rotary Club of Liverpool. What's the sound on this?
Louder.
Louder. Thank you. Better. Great. Thank you all for being here. Thank you for all you do for our community and our club. Jackie, would you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance? Past President Jackie, would you please lead us in the
There you
Pledge
go.
of Allegiance?
There you go. Right. Yeah.
Please join me in the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Songsters.
So in honor of Jackie being here to talk about Alden Lane and its history, we're going to sing a John Denver called
Michael, move up.
I'm gonna learn it. There it is. Okay. You guys come over this way.
Over there.
Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warn them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Pulling weeds and picking stones, man is made of dreams and homes. Feel the need to grow my own, because the time is close at hand. Waiting for rain, sun and rain, find a way in nature's chain. To my body and my brain, to the music from the land. Your road straight and long, remember them with prayer and song. Mother Earth will make you strong if you give her love and care. Watching hungrily from his perch in yonder tree. In my garden I'm as free as a feather keep up there. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warn them from below till the rain comes tumbling down.
Jalal al-Din Muhammad Rumi was born in 1207 in what is now Tajikistan. He died in 1273 in Konya, Turkey. He was a Sufi theologian, a writer, a poet. His works were translated from his native language, Persian, into many, many languages. His works have been read ever since the 13th, 14th century to the present. He's one of my favorite poets. A poet for people who are both religious and non-religious. And I'd like to read 7 of his sayings, one for each day of the week. First, Love sometimes wants to do us a favor, hold us upside down and shake out all the nonsense. Second, the quieter you become, the more you are able to hear. And third, grace comes to forgive and then to forgive again. And again, yesterday I was clever, so I wanted to change the world. Today, I am wise, so I am changing myself. Silence is the language of God. All else is poor translation. You are not a drop in the ocean. You are the entire ocean in a drop. And sell your cleverness by bewilderment. Rumi.
All right, leading front line, Spur reporter Matt Fuzzy. I saw Matt out there a few minutes ago. And Spur publisher David Roms. Photographer Trudy Barnes. Where are you, Trudy? Your bottom. There you go. Audio visual Joel Swanson and others. Appreciate your help this week, getting everything lined up. Reader Margaret Palmer, you're doing a lot this week. We'll get back to a blue badger here shortly. Next up, the sergeants at arms are back. Pack it back. Website overseer Kathy Coyle. Public outreach Kelly Bowers is always reaching out to the public on our behalf. Thank you, Kelly. Videographer, right over here, Sonia. Next up, introduction of visiting Rotarians and guests. Do we have any visiting Rotarians today? Seems pretty quiet. Okay, we'll move on to guests for Rotarians.
President Pat, I'm not sure this one.
Yeah, just hold it close.
Hold it close.
Got it. Got good instructions. President Pat.
Your mic's not on.
Fellow Rotarians, it's my pleasure again to have my very special lady with me today, Carol Jr.
Wonderful to have you, Carolyn. Next up, our announcements. Student of the month.
One more.
Pat,
Oh,
hold
I'm
on.
sorry, Stu.
This thing isn't very loud.
It isn't very loud.
Yeah.
Of course.
President Pat, fellow Rotarians, I'd like to introduce for the third time she's come. My wife, Diane. Pretty dress.
Next up, Bill.
Somebody else.
As always, I am always pleased to be the person who introduces Student of the Month. This month, our student will come from Del Val High School, and here to introduce her is the principal of Del Val High School, Erica Taylor.
We can't hear you.
As many times as I've done this, I'm very nervous every time. Because I just am, I'm just that type of person. And so always, it's the time of season, time of year to be grateful for everything. And so I'm grateful for you, always inviting us to have an opportunity to demonstrate, to show the amazing kids that are in our alternative education programs here in town. Because Livermore and Granada get all the love, let's be honest. And that's not fair, right? So that's just my own personal bias, but anyways, it's not about me, it's about Andrew up here today. So good afternoon, everyone. My name is Eric Taylor, and I'm the proud principal of Del Val Vineyard Alternative Schools. Today we are here to celebrate a truly remarkable student, Adriana Erickson. From the moment I met this is why I'm nervous, because anyways, okay, here we go. From the moment I met Adriana, she showed a unique and incredible value of energy and positive vibes. We often talk about the qualities like dedication and intelligence, but what truly sets Adriana apart is her profound kindness and genuinely warm heart. She's wonderful, funny, and brightens every space she enters. Adriana is a natural leader amongst her peers. She leads not by demanding attention, but by setting a quiet and powerful example. She is exceptionally organized, a trait that benefits every group project and every event she participates in. She doesn't just join school communities, she actively elevates it. She is without a doubt she is the most positive part of our school community. It's no surprise then that Adriana is interested in exploring a career in healthcare. When you look at the core of what great healthcare requires, empathy, organization, and the ability to lead a team, you see the very foundation of who Adriana already is. We have no doubt that she will be an incredible force for good in the healthcare world. Before I conclude, I want to take a moment to express our sincere appreciation and support of the entire Erickson family who's here today. Their support to our school and our program, including all the delicious food and snacks, has been deeply appreciated. Adriana, you're an amazing student. Never lose that infectious humor, your gift of organization, and the deep well of warmth. We are incredibly proud of everything that you have achieved, and we know that as you step out into the world, you will not only succeed, but you will fundamentally make the world a better place.
Just pull the mic down.
I just want to say thank you to everyone and everyone. I just want to also say thank you mainly to my parents for pushing me. For pushing me through school and stuff.
That just makes you even more special.
She has a very strong family support system. And very caring. So I want to say thank you to everybody. So, thank you.
And we got a very special.
Here you go.
Your time. Right here. Thank you. Got it.
Okay.
Good job.
Thank you.
Finally.
Thanks, Michael. It wasn't just me.
Next
No,
up,
I know. I was
we'd
teasing.
like to have our newest Blue Badger
Woohoo!
come up to the podium. Margaret. I'm the proud sponsor of this wonderful Blue Badger. Margaret, we don't have the badge itself here today,
It was a big switch.
but we're going to make it happen next week. I guess not next week.
December.
Next opportunity we can do this. Thank you, Margaret.
Oh, it's your turn.
Birthdays and anniversaries.
Do you need help with that?
I'm not going to play down this.
Okay.
I forgot the printout, so I'm going off this little tiny thing on my phone. Okay, we will start with birthdays. And we We probably could have actually done this the first week of December, but oh well, we're gonna do December birthdays and anniversaries. So, Clark Streeter, December 2nd.
You're in D.
Niall,
Playing G.
December 7th. So far, that's the birthday table. Paul Spence, you're not at the birthday table, but December 8th. Dennis O'Brien, December 13th. Don Wentz, December 15th. Will Bateson, he's here, well, December 17th. Norma Foss, December 18th. Don Sweeney, she's stand-in over here, December 19th. And Mary Ann Rosa, December 30th. I was saying, she's her parents' tax deduction.
I know.
Okay, ready?
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Rotarian. Happy birthday to you.
Okay. Birthdays and anniversaries. Okay. Is Bob Bishop here? Bob Bishop and Sherry are celebrating, hold on, I pushed the wrong button. It doesn't, hold on. Seriously, this is not working. Doesn't matter. How many years? 17. Okay. The next one I know because it's Trudy and Dave Barnes. December 17th, celebrating 48 years.
Yay.
That's tough.
There we go.
That's it.
Sing to me, Dave.
I will.
Sing to Trudy. Ready?
Okay.
Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary.
Okay, now.
Okay, we're gonna have to speed this up because. Okay, so ready to go.
All right. Okay, so next one. I'm very pleased to present major donor level 2. And that level, when you contribute 25,000 or more for the Rotary Foundation. Keith Beck, would you please come?
Wow.
I think Alex done this before.
Okay.
Yeah, should we present the crystal?
Say right here. Photo op.
Wow.
Photo op, right over here. Got it.
And you get okay?
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
Thanks for being such a generous donor to the Rotary Foundation. Now, these two.
All right, we're going to move on to. As I call your name, please come on up and together we'll take one picture.
Keith back.
Keith, come on, come back. Jay is not here. David Scheffler, Mike Thompson, Mike, Jacqueline William Cartwright, and she gets 3 of them because she didn't show up, so I'm going to do the catching up. Pat and Kathy are not here. Paul McKinless, Pat McMahon, and myself.
Thank you so much.
Clark. Clark, yeah, we missed you before. Would you please join? Yeah, Clark. And it's actually for Clark and Kathleen.
Oh, sweet.
Only one rose and a lot of thorns.
Okay, right here. Yay, got it.
Thank you.
What a team.
You're beyond grateful. Thank you.
Next, David, stay back.
David,
You'll get a Paul Harris Fellow +4 pin.
Now I'm over here, sorry.
Okay. All right, next we're going to move on to Polio Plus Society members. Like I said, last year we have several people signed up. Now we have additional people signed up for Polio Plus Society. And you still have time, you can still sign up. Hopefully we'll get to 100% by end of the year. Irving. Loretta is not here. Jay is not here. Rex. Glenn is not here. Mike. You went back. Pat is not here. Don Vance.
Now you're really old.
All right.
We're gonna like it, some lineup.
Yeah.
Post office.
Thank you. As we go on to the next one, so just a couple of slides. Let me update quickly the global grants. I am planning to write a detailed memo to all the members to notify about all the things we have done, how we have done. In fact, I'm making a presentation to the International Services Committee for the district in December. But in summary, the Nepal school project, it's been written, it's reviewed, it's on a second review, and I'm hoping that we'll submit by middle of December. And based upon the comments received, we needed to adjust the scope. It went up to 25,000 DDF. We are short 8,000 DDF, so we are purchasing those. So in fact, we may come back and say, need additional 3,000-4,000 funds to be raised. So that is a very good project, rebuilding the school that are damaged by the floods. Next one is the project hematology equipment. This is the blood testing equipment in Kerala, and that has been approved a record time, less than 30 days. So, and we have a donation for that from a non-Rotarian, and that is going. The next one is a CGM, continuous glucose monitoring for a 12, 15-year-old type 1 diabetic. And again, that is in review, probably get approved within a couple of weeks. So in addition to that, we have a couple others got approved, and our club has done really outstanding number of global grants in the district. So I'm going to send a detailed report in a couple of weeks. Next. Okay, so November is the Rotary Foundation month. Please donate generously. As of 11/17, we caught up from last time to this week quite a bit. Thank you very much. And we went from 9,000 to the big number, 22,792. And they still got some to go. Polio Plus is 13,000. And we got, by end of the year, we got to get to 25. You know, the Polio Plus Society members, we got 35, 94 to go. Don't shy away, sign the form. All it means is that you're showing your commitment to Polio Plus and donate yearly whatever you can. So that shows the overall support. You know, our club is blessed to have last year 40 Paul Harris Society members. Those are the ones contributed more than $1,000. Well, we are now at 12 year to date, and I'm sure we got 7 months to catch up to that or even get more. So I'm very happy about the way the fundraising going. I'm very optimistic we can meet our goal. Next. Okay, sign up. I direct, Rotary Direct, that would help us process. And try to be a double sustainer. This is what the district is trying to do, is to encourage people to be at least a double sustainer. And set a goal to be Paul Harris Society member, set a goal to reach the next level. Paul McKendall agreed to help me with some of the paperwork, so I'm going to be, you'll be hearing from him and me with the reminders. And fulfill your pledge. Thank you very much, and for all the support you're giving me. Appreciate it.
Next up, J.R. Romero.
Okay, so our next crab feed meeting is not this week, not next week, but the week after. It'll be Thursday, the 4th, 5 o'clock at Bob Carroll's house. Continue to think about collecting up kind of donations and gift certificates or whatnot. Or if you have something, like a really nice bottle of wine, you can donate that. We're looking for every member to give something that goes towards our silent auction, our live auction, and our raffle baskets. So we put it all together, and if you can't come up with something, we will take $50 to have it work too.
What's the date for the crab feed?
It's March 21st. It's a Saturday. It'll be a whole lot of fun. And then we're going to move on to something else. I have another announcement, and this is about the Christmas party that we do for the underprivileged kids here in town. It's coming up next month. I was at the meeting, the foundation meeting last night. We're looking for $2,500 from each club, and then there is someone that will put additional $2,500 to make up the $7,500 for the cost to put this on. So I'll start by putting in $100. I need 24 people to donate $100, and that will set up our club with our commitment. So do I have hands?
Okay, keep them up.
Keep them up.
I'll just do a video of y'all with your hands.
All right, we're good. I'm gonna keep your hands up, and I'm gonna pass on the announcement to the next person because we're running out of time here. But keep your hands up. We're writing your names down, and hopefully we got the 2,500 committed here. If we're short, I will come back and make some phone calls. It'll be great, and I thank you so much. And I think we have another announcement about this. So I will pass it over.
Let me do this. Okay. I'm going to make this real quick. Livermore Valley Opera is presenting Frank D'Ambrosio Friday, December 5th. He was the longest running Phantom in Broadway. He played the role 2,100 times. He was also in The Godfather. He sang in The Godfather. Anyway, we were going to play a clip, but you have a chance to see him in person, live on stage, singing his famous songs at the banquet. So please join us.
Wow.
December 5th.
December 5th at 7:30.
Thank you very much, Sam.
Not the 5th?
Mary Ann has
Not the 5th?
Fifth. Yeah, didn't I say 5th?
No, you said something else.
This is the Christmas party again. It is September 9th, September 7th. No,
December.
December 7th.
Did I say the wrong date?
At the Veterans Hall. It's from 2 to 4. Some of us will be there starting at 11. And I'm going to be calling the people that volunteered for different positions 2 days before. And I encourage you to drop in during the party. You'll love it. You see all these kids. They're all dressed up. They're in their party best. And they're having a great time. So come by and see us that day, even if you didn't volunteer.
Thank you, Mary
Also, real quick, make your donations for that Christmas party to the Rotary Foundation of Livermore Christmas party.
Okay.
Rotarian Foundation.
And now,
Yay!
our very own Jackie Corbin-Ray.
I'm so happy. This is wonderful. Thank you so much, President.
We're really looking forward to
Pat,
this,
this is such a kick. I am so happy to be here. I'm so happy to see all of you. And where's our new blue badger, Margaret? Margaret,
There she is.
you are embarking on the most amazing Rotary journey. And all you red badgers, oh my gosh. It is just, it's life-changing. You are absolutely going to love every minute of your Rotary experience, so keep it up, keep going. All right, that's wonderful. What a treat. Oh my gosh, this song. That just made me smile. And let me tell you, this is really a kick. So this morning, I had this really, really good idea. And I said, you know what I want to do? I want to plant a whole bunch of tulips, and I want it to be beautiful, and I want it to look like Filoli. And if you've never been to Filoli, you've got to put that on your bucket list to go to this extraordinary garden in Woodside. And so I said, okay, so personally, I want to buy a whole bunch of tulips. This morning, with the help of volunteers from the Kindness Flower Project, and that is a speaker you need to have here. Oh my goodness, Molly Fisher, unbelievable woman that's doing extraordinary things with cut flowers and delivering them to first responders and hospitals and schools, and it goes on and on. Extraordinary. Anyway, with volunteers, we planted over 2,300 tulips at the entry circle of the nursery. So in March, you got to see me before, because I got a little coupon for you to come and see me before the end of the year. So please grab one of these and come and play with us and see our amazing gift shop and check out the nursery. That would be just really wonderful. But Joel said, hey, come and talk about the beginnings of Alden Lane Nursery. Tell us the Buck Sharp story. Now, I know probably half of you in this room have heard the story, but it's worth repeating. So what I want to, and you know, it was meant to be at the winery tonight, which probably this would have been a better winery topic, but with the glass of wine and the fire burning and all of that. But it is just the most crazy upside down story. There's mystery, intrigue. There's like, are you kidding, suspense? Really? How did Alden Lane even happen? So a little bit of the backstory is that we were walnut growers. My dad planted the first walnut orchard in 1925 on the corner of Alden Lane and Highway 84 at that time. The second walnut orchard in 1948. And so that's what you need to know about that part. And literally, there was nothing. Okay, so there's 4th Street, and then there is the bridge, the arroyo. And then after that, there was nothing. There was pasture land, there were grapes, there were orchards.
Oh, geez.
It was just very, very, very rural. And about 2 miles out, if, you know, kind of as you go. So even 2 miles, that was pretty remote. So my mom and dad, in the fall of 1954, so hold 1954 in your mind, delivered their walnut crop to Walnut Creek, because Walnut Creek was a walnut mecca. Everything walnut happened there. They grew walnuts, they processed walnuts, they bought and sold walnuts, everything. And I think there are no trees left in Walnut Creek, but they do have a walnut festival. So they keep the spirit alive, right? And so on the way home, and you know, I had to think about this, maybe this will be my next research project. So I'm guessing that San Ramon is older than Dublin, don't you think? Don't you think San Ramon would be older than Dublin? So they stopped in San Ramon for dinner. Could have been at Haps, I don't know. And they were having their meal after they delivered their walnut crop. And this gentleman approached them, and he said, you know, I have this young horticulturist gardener that believes the corner that you have of your property would make a great nursery, not a garden center, a nursery. And they smiled, and they said, thank you. They went on with their meal and didn't think another thought about it until the next day, when this young man knocked on the farm door, and my mom came to the door, and he introduced himself. So his name was Buck Sharp, Henry Buck Sharp, and he, there he is, right there. And he was, I didn't meet him for a very short time. He was dynamic, he was charismatic, he was a type A kind of guy, an unbelievable salesman, 28 years old. And so he convinced and he had a plot plan in his hand. And so over the next, few weeks, he talked to my mom and dad about the possibility of doing this garden center, and he was really good and very convincing, and my mom and dad said, absolutely, we're gonna do this. And so then, what happened was that, then he suggested that we would be partners, my mom and dad and he would be partners. And his suggestion is that we would split 60-40. He would take 60 because he had the really good idea. And all my mom and dad had to do was to provide the land, the water, and the capital. My dad went, no. That's not gonna work. So my dad had gone to Livermore High School, and one of his classmates was Joe Shinoni. And he was a lawyer, he was a judge. Gail Shinoni, was it at Gail Shinoni Courthouse, right, in Pleasanton, right? Which is not there anymore, but he went to Santa Clara after leaving, I think, Livermore High, and he like my dad, he was a great athlete. And so my dad then called his high school buddy up, Joe, and said, Joe, can you work this out with this guy? And so they all sat down and they worked it out, and it was a 50-50 split. Then, I always knew the story, but I didn't know exactly the exact dates. So I went to Susan Gallagher's library, and I went to the microfilm, and I spent an afternoon looking at the microfilm. I had so much fun. This is one that, we're gonna talk about this in a minute. But they're all the slides that Joel so kindly, all these pictures, he so kindly transported into this wonderful way for you to see them. But what I found out was that the nursery, the opening day of the nursery was May 14th, 1955. Again, hold that date in your mind. May 14th, 1955. And the opening ad, here's the opening ad. Isn't that fun? Oh my goodness, all bedding plants by the flat and pansies and hoses and all kinds of fun stuff. What a kick. Lots of fun things. And then the next thing, I suspect, by the end of May, my parents went to Buck and to tell him, you have gone through our life savings of $7,000 by buying rototillers and water rollers and inventory and fixing parking lots and doing all these things. And he said to my mom and dad, not to worry. I have this really, really rich girlfriend in Kansas. And so he flies back to Kansas and convinces his girlfriend that he is absolutely head over heels in love with her, and she says yes. So they're engaged. Her name was Vita Bergentine. And I don't know if anybody will remember the Mayrans, Masood Mayran. Masood and the Mayrans developed a lot of Livermore, a lot of housing in Livermore. They went on to do Bishop Ranch in San Ramon. And so Buck, in his ultimate salesman kind of way, went and knocked on Masood's door, his office, and said, we would like to do your front lawns for your models. And so basically what we were doing was we were doing lawns in front of his models. And so that's why we needed the rototillers and the water rollers and all of those things. And later on, I chatted with Masood, and he says, I sort of remember Vita, but he said that he met her with Buck and said Vita Bergentine was drop dead gorgeous. Hold that thought. So the next thing I read in the newspaper is that we are in the rodeo parade, our rodeo parade, and we took third best commercial float. Third only to the accordion band of San Leandro and other musical group of Hayward. And so for our 50th anniversary, I said, by gum, we're gonna take first best commercial float. And we did. I should have probably put that picture in too, that would have been fun. So we did get first best commercial float for our 50th anniversary, which was a real kick. So the next thing I read in the paper was about the wedding. And if you were able to read this copy, you know, and it talks about what the bride was wearing, what flowers she was holding, you know, the whole 9 yards. And but guess what? About 2 or 3 days before the wedding, not that I knew, okay, don't do the math, but I was 7, just a few days before the wedding, the bride had figured it out. She said, I can't do this. And Buck says, oh, no, you've got to do this just for me. I mean, you know, the flowers are ordered, the food's coming, the guests are, the invitations are out. She said, no, I can't do this. He says, well, you have to. She says, I can't do it. And he says, not to worry, it won't be real. So, and he was so good, she believed him. And I was a flower girl, and I can remember holding the white gladiolus in my arms in the house that Buck knocked on the door in the front room with Joe Shinoni, the lawyer judge, officiating. And then after the wedding, unbeknownst to the 7-year-old, Vita went to Joe Shinoni, the judge, the officiant, and said, this wasn't real. He said, honey, you are married. And so Vita and her bride's maid of honor flew back to Kansas. And then there had to be this sort of annulment thing that went on. And I think Buck was thinking that, and then this was in the paper. And so everybody knew that he was married and to this really beautiful woman, and it's a lovely thing. And then I think he was hoping that everybody, all the customers, would think she's on a really long vacation or she's packing up in Kansas and gonna come out. I don't know what he was thinking. And so the annulment was meant to happen, of course, in Alameda County, but he wanted to change the venue because he didn't want it in the newspapers that he was really divorced. He just wanted to have everybody think that he was still married, but she wasn't at work. And so there was a change of venue to Santa Clara. And the next thing I read in the newspaper, Susan Gallagher's library, was that Buck spoke to a garden club, much as I would have over the years, on July 1. Okay, May 14th, 1955. Rodeo parade, wedding, guest speak on July 1. And it listed the name, it was in the newspaper, it listed all the names of a lot of Livermore families that I would recognize the names of. On July 9th was his annulment in San Jose, Santa Clara. He was sitting in the back of the courtroom while his attorney, his name was John Whiting, I'm sure he was a friend of Joe's, that helped people with annulments. And John Whiting was in another courtroom taking care of another matter. Buck had a 10 o'clock on July 9th, 1955. Okay, we're talking about May 14th, July 9th. It's not even 2 months, right? He's sitting at the back of the courthouse, this 29-year-old, dynamic, charismatic, type A kind of guy, waiting for his matter to come up. He slumps to the floor. The bailiff runs to the next courtroom, believing that there's a physician there. The bailiff collapses in the arms of the adjacent courtroom's bailiff. The bailiff and Buck are dead on arrival at the hospital.
Oh my God.
Can you imagine? So John Whiting had to call Joe Shinoni to tell his buddy, Jack Williams, my dad, and my mom, Ruth, that their partner was dead.
Wow.
Oh my goodness. Is that the craziest upside down thing you've ever heard of in your entire life? Do you think that could actually happen, or do you think it could be like made up? It's even crazy to think it would be made up, huh? Oh my goodness, it was just so nuts. So, and I do clearly remember sitting at the kitchen table that very night with my mom and dad, kind of in shock, talking about, do we walk away from our life savings, or do we try to make a go of it? And my mother, in her very half glass full way, this very positive woman, said, let's give it a go. My father's mother was still alive, living on the property to take care of me. My mom was a newly retired VA nurse. She was a World War II veteran. She was a RN and served in France. And then after the war, came to the VA here in Livermore and worked there. And then she had retired. So with a Western Garden book in one hand and a hose in the other hand, my mother taught herself business. And for her time, she became one of the best plants people around. I mean, just self-taught. And then I got to hang out and be the sponge. I was a sponge, so I was kind of learning and trying to figure it all out and go from there. My dad, as Ed will remember, my Dad was in the gas station business, right? He and his partner, Danny O'Neill, and then later McCormick, had the, I guess it was a Standard Oil. Would it be Standard Oil, Ed? Is that right? Standard Oil station at the flagpole, or across from the flagpole. And where the Livermorium fountain is, that's exactly where it was. And I have pictures, and I really should get these pictures to the Historical Society because it's just beautiful pictures of this pristine station. And you know, the guy, it was full service. I don't know if any of you remember that. They were all in white. There was no grease on them. They had little hats on, and they would come and they would not only, you know, give you gasoline, but they would check the tire pressure, and they would add oil, or they'll wash your window, and you know, went on and on and on and on and on. It was a service station, right? Beautiful picture of that. So that was really kind of fun. So my dad had a day job, I guess is what I'm saying, and so that kind of made things work. And then there were neighbors on Alden Lane. Actually, Dorothy Miller, Lowell Miller was a lawyer in town for a long, long time. And so Dorothy would come and say, would you like any help watering? I'd like to volunteer. And so she came to help, and there are other people that came along and helped as we went along. And, but that was these incredibly crazy beginnings. And we are celebrating 70 years. 70 years this year. And it's just been an extraordinary journey. Certainly lots of ups and downs and challenges along the way. So great fun. So that is the Buck Sharp story. I'm happy to field questions. I'm happy to tell you more about the family history, but there may be some questions. Otherwise,
I think we have some roving microphones.
Oh, we have, if anybody has a question, that's why. I mean, I'm sure you're all in shock and have no questions. That's what I think. I mean, isn't it? It's just an extraordinary tale. And of how life, something can change so quick. Oh, guess what? So, Vida owned half the nursery.
Oh, yeah.
Right? Because they were still married. But Joe Shinobi worked it out. And kind of worked all that together. It was just nuts. I don't know. I was talking to some other professional friends when we were doing the redevelopment in the nursery, which is another extraordinary story. And I said, gosh, I wonder what would have happened if Buck had lived. And one of the lawyers in the room said, he would have had 50 garden centers and you would have had a gas station. Something like that. Isn't that a kick?
Look at that. Just a cute little girl.
Oh, yeah, here we are. There I am on the old D2. We still have the D2 in the barn. Another antique fun thing, huh? Yeah, what a kick. And then, here I am in the walnut box. And Dr. Matthews, does anybody remember a Dr. Matthews? Yeah, Mike, you do. And, I guess I was a salesperson, how cute. That's startling. June 15th, 1956. All right, there, and there, there's my mom and dad. Fun. And there's the nursery as it is now. Kind of the overlook. The oaks, I think that's kind of worth a fun mention. The older oaks are between 450 and 500 years old. Wow. For our 50th anniversary, we planted another 25 trees to invest in the next 300 or 400 years. And I guess we should plant a few more for our 70th, which would be really fun. They are aging, and so we're trying to figure out how to keep them safe and people safe. And so we're doing some hopefully artful fencing to try to help the trees and help the people, everybody being happy and safe.
I had a question, Jackie.
Yes.
Do you still have those walnut trees on the property?
Do you know, I think we have 1.5. 1.5 trees are still surviving. There's one With the redevelopment, we had 20 acres, we sold the back 9, kept the front 11. And in the front 11, there is an original Frankette variety Frankette from the 1925 planting that my dad planted, that's still alive. I don't think, I think that's probably, and then there's one that's sort of half there and half not there. But yeah, we do have one. But you know what? Squirrels love them. They eat them faster than we can harvest them. So and with the walnut orchard, speaking of walnuts and trees and squirrels, we would have them shaken. There would be a mechanical shaker that would come in. And you know, now it's everything's done mechanically. There's no handwork, but you know, we would have the shaker come in, and then we would have pickers come in and pick them and put them in buckets and burlap bags. And I can remember walking to the back of the orchard and, you know, just looking at how the shaker had done its job and what the crop looked like on the ground. And I got to the back corner and there was nothing under these trees, nothing. I said, oh, those silly shakers, they miss these trees. And I looked around. There's no walnuts on the tree, no walnuts on the ground. Those squirrels took them. Those little darlings. I know. Well, what a thrill. I'm absolutely delighted to be able to come and see all of you. Ed Coates, oh my gosh, how fun to see you. Thank you for coming up. That is so very kind. To see all of my Rotary buddies over the course of the years and to meet brand new Rotarians. I'm just so excited for all of us, for us and you, because you are going to have the best time ever. Thank you so much.
Before Jackie goes away, I'd like to offer you red wine, white wine, or some pro hair olive oil.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think?
Oh yeah, we're going for the red.
Red.
My husband will be thrilled, and we'll both be thrilled and delighted. Thank you so very much. That is so kind. And one of these, I'm going to get him here. I think the evening event would be fun for him to come to, so I will definitely get him to come to an evening event. He's a past president of the Lafayette Club. Oh, I've got to tell you, we have 2 minutes. I love it.
Microphone.
Microphone. So my husband is a past president of his Rotary Club in Lafayette. About 30 years ago, I went up to one of his meetings. And at our club, we would drink iced tea and sing God Bless America. And at his club, I walked in and they were drinking bourbon and throwing dice. And then it was like, oh, different kind of Rotary Club. Is that the craziest story you've ever heard? White would be fine if you don't have red. That's good. or we'll work it out later. That's good.
Jackie, we'll do this right now.
Oh, this is just dandy.
Hold on, I need a picture though.
Oh, here. President Pat.
Yeah, squeeze that. There we go. Got it.
President Pat,
may I have like just 30 seconds? I want to make sure I didn't forget anybody off the video for the Christmas Kids Party. J.R. Romero, Paul McCandless, Rick Messner, Jack Mills, Trudy, Dave Barnes, Marianne Rocha, Mike Ferrucci, Donna Mary Sweeney, Dennis O'Brien, Bob Cowan, Gordon Jones, Carol Howell, Debbie Peck, Bill Nebo, Jennifer Tate, Stu Frazier. Did I miss anybody? Oh, look, I did miss 3 people. 4. Jesus, okay.
That's a great lineup. That's a And now for the ticket.
I'm sorry.
Let me see. That's your bag.
President
What was
Pat
that?
and
Oh, did you
Rotarians,
put those all out there when you were gone?
I'd like to let you know that our Sergeant at Arms, Ms. Peck, has drawn a number. We have now $119 in our kitty, so it's growing quite fast, thank you. Last four numbers are 9176. 9176.
9176. And before you go, remember, next week we are dark because of Thanksgiving. Thank you all for being here. Meeting adjourned.